Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick. We're reviewing a zxspectrum homebrew game on the 48K. This one's called The Legend of Traxtor, published by Usebox.net in 2014. It's a puzzle Tetris clack sort of game, and we already reviewed the sequel of this some time ago called The Return of Traxtor in 2015. This is a year before. I like the music at the start of this. Dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat, seeing how you get on with the game your first or second go. But I'll explain it to you as the game progresses. So with this ship down the bottom, by pressing down, we can get the object into our bay on the right hand side. We can pick up a maximum of 3. I've got a magenta one there, and we need to chuck it back into the grid. When you've got 3 matching colours touching each other, like that, they will disappear. And all the time, extra colours are being generated every so often on a timer. And if the screen fills up, you know what I'm going to say next, it's the end of the game. Right, so speed is of the essence. Now, I think Return to Traxtor, the sequel, is going a little bit quicker than this one, so it's been tidied up a bit, but this is the first one. So speed is of the essence. 3 colours, no matter where they are, as long as they're touching each other, your quid's in and you're winning. If you played this game, then let me know what is your highest score, both the Legend of Traxtor and the Return of Traxtor. Not Trapdoor, of course. So you get extra points if you get more than 3 together. There we go, I think. Level is 3. Keep an eye on that. When we've got a certain score, it will go up 1. And that's when the speed of the stuff being generated goes a bit up. Now, like clacks, you can catch objects on the right hand side, a maximum of 3, and then let them go. So basically, it's a down button to get the shape from the grid, and an up button to put it back there. Good. Have you got it? I think you've got it. It's one of those time-filling puzzle games which will always occupy a bit of time if you're a little bit stressed out. It doesn't stand out at all, but it's quite nice. Boom. Usebox.net reviewed quite a few games by them. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It's a tough journey to grow a YouTube channel, especially a retro one. If you're not a pretty young girl, and I'm not a pretty young girl. I'm a man that's about 50 odd. But anyway, maybe I'm not cool. But anyway, maybe this game isn't cool, but I think it's quite nice. So you know, it's not encyclopedic. This I'll tell you a bit about the game. I'll tell you everything that's going down. So some of the shapes just hang in the air sometimes. Try and pick the ones that are got the most chance of blocking up the screen. Pick your best avenue going forward. So it's only the spectrum colours. I don't know what other colours they could have got. So blue, cyan, yellow, magenta, red. I don't think white comes up. Keep an eye out. I don't think white or black comes up. Black would be tricky on a black background because you would not be able to see it. I like the font in the bottom right hand side. That's nicely done. It's been coded well. So as puzzle games go, it's setting up okay. The most famous ones, of course, are Tetris and its many clones, and Columns, I suppose, on the Mega Drive and a few other systems. But it's a variant of these 3 shapes in a row. We've reviewed clacks on absolutely everything there. My favourite Tetris game is Super Twintris on the Commodore Amiga. Put your favourite one below. I mean, it's not exciting as Buzzsaw, the zxspectrum homebrew as well some time ago. But this is 2014. Homebrews keep coming out. There's going to be a point where homebrews overlap the classic games back in the era, because that homebrew era has been going on longer. Why do I call them homebrews? Well, just to separate the 2 eras, really. A lot of the original Spectrum games were an individual in their bedrooms. You could argue that was homebrew as well, but it's just to distinguish the 2 eras together. So I think soon there'll be like early homebrew and late homebrew eras coming together too. Haven't reviewed any zxspectrum next sort of games, but there we go. Maybe in the future. But, you know, I tend to review the games that are free of charge, so unless someone sends them to me, the likelihood I'll review them are quite low. Right, boom. Anyway, so, you know, if you want to get this one, you can get it for free if you've got emulation. Spectrum Computing, I downloaded it from. The Legend of Traxtor, or Legend of Traxtor, however you want to say it, or you can get it from World of Spectrum as well, most probably. Now, sometimes you'll see 3 shapes that are already free together, and you think, why isn't that disappearing? Well, because it's generated that way. If I take it away and put it back again, then it will say the 3. So it doesn't give you any freebies here. Right, so I can go for 4 though this time. Boom. that'll give me 3. So I'm doing quite well. We're on level 5. Is it getting noticeably quicker? I'm not sure. I've almost cleared the screen there. Just for the next bank turn up. The game used to be about 10 minutes long. If you want to see other zxspectrum games we reviewed, there are thousands. Well, about just over 1,300, which is a few. I couldn't name them quickly to you. They're in a playlist, a very long playlist. There's a link to that in the description below if you want to read that description. Or to the main channel page, which needs some love. Click on my username, takes you there. Have a wander around. But if you click the playlist tab, zxspectrum will be there along with a list of other stuff. Yes, go for it, man. Caravan. Bom, 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 but needs music, doesn't it? Dom, ba dom, let's do the Tetris music. Bom, 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 ba da ba dum, bum, ba ba do ba dee ba do ba da do da do. Yes, that's enough of that. Bibbidi 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 bib. If you're still here, then comment in the comment section below. What do you like? Do you like the classic era, the 80s, very early 90s, or do you like the homebrew stuff the best? The homebrew technology has come on, despite still using 48 or 128K with compilers and stuff like that, so they're getting a huge amount out of this, especially the modern day games that would have blown you completely away back in the day. They would have been huge sellers, and people would have thought witchcraft was going on, especially the stuff Zosnia put out. Oh, I haven't seen any of that stuff for a little while, Zosnia. Biff. So you've pretty much seen all the gameplay, really. It's not going to vary a great deal away from this. If you're playing it, maybe you want to try and beat my score. It's always difficult to comment and play the game at the same time. This is, especially in racing games, this is one of the easier ones where just 3 shapes in a row, you can sort of like play this game on autopilot, so to speak. Boom, 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 boom. Check out the Facebook page and the Twitter pages there if you want to. Generally, we're just trying to create awareness to this channel here. Jenkins. Come on, we can do this. You can do it if you really want. You can do it if you really want, but you must try. Who sang that? Was it Desmond Decker? Anyway, so we're going. It's all about the highest score now. I'll play it to conclusion, I think. I'm sure I run out of skill, level 7. If the author comments there, well, I'll pin that to the top. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I'd say this is quite old now. I mean, 2014 just seems like the other day to me, but the time recording is about 10 years. Where did that 10 years go? I don't know. Crazy stuff. Right, cyan, there's the cyan mob. I do like as well where the shapes aren't just block colours, like block green, block red, block blue. They've put like a triangle on or a square. It makes no difference to the actual game, but it just adds a bit of definition, a bit of skill to it there, a bit of quality. And that's the sort of thing I admire. Like the bit on the right, it didn't really need to say the Legend of Traxtor. We know it's the Legend of Traxtor, but it's there anyway. That's quite nice too. So I like a bit of style. You can see there's a few cyan stars in the background there rather than blank, so it makes it pop a little bit, makes it look like a proper game. Good stuff to them, that's what I'd say. Right, 3 red, boom. It doesn't matter if they're an L shape or horizontally. You can't do it diagonally, I don't think. It'll compute those. Never mind. Right, okay, now it starts to get a bit tricky all of a sudden. So you notice as well, once we destroy a block underneath another one, that block doesn't necessarily sink down to condense at all. It's like they're super duper uber sticky. The only way I'm going to lose this is when it goes a bit quick and my reactions go a bit low. No option that I'm aware of to start from a higher level, so you do have to grind to get to there. The screen is gradually filling up, isn't it? Let's try and take that down a little bit. You might be seeing better ways forward than what I'm seeing. If you're still here, of course. Puzzling games. Yes, crying out for some music, to be honest with you. I suppose you could put some on in the background if you wanted to. What music would you put into the background to this? Maybe the circus music. If you are in the circus currently watching this, especially if you're one of the animals, like the elephant, an elephant trapeze artist hanging on to the trapeze of his trunk, comment in the comment section below. Is that a good life? Is there jobs for all of us? Is that something we could do? Let us know. channel where we can get the application form. This isn't the sanest channel in the world, you might have realised. I'm doing this channel to try and defeat stress, create mental health awareness. I don't know what good a job I'm doing, but that's what we're trying to do. It's always good to have a comparison, meet like-minded people that have gone through various bits and pieces. It isn't a competition who's had the most stress or anything. We all have bother, don't we? Stuff we regret, stuff we can't understand what we've done, but that's the nature of the beast. So we just come here. We're not judging at all. We're just trying to take a away from it for a little bit. Everyone suffers stress from a little different way, so just because you understand it yourself in your own realms doesn't mean you understand someone else's. But there are overlaps, and there are distractions we can have a look at. Look at me going off into one. There we go. Good stuff. Maybe the channel should be a registered charity. That would be nice, and I can take a wage from that. Right, and I can employ other people as well. That'd be nice. N Jenkin, tell everyone, use it as a hashtag on social media. Let's get it to trend, baby. Right, I try to. I think if you put the hashtag N Jenkin on X or Twitter, I think you'll just see loads of posts by me all the time. Right, Biff, probably going back years and years. Right, okay, it's starting to get serious now. I don't think I can survive too much longer in this game. But we've got about 4 lines. What are we on? Level 9. Level 9 seems to be my the highest I can get to. The screen's going to fill up real big now. Try and get 3 in a row. There's 3 yellow ones. I'm in bother. Oh, that's it. Game over. Well, I quite like that game. It's a bit tough to make interesting in terms of review, as the Return of Traxtor was. So you might want to watch that one as well. But the Legend of Traxtor, it was alright what it done. I think it's quite good. I like this music as well. I give that a thumbs up. So hope you liked having a look at that game. It's free, you know. The Legend of Traxtor, published by Usebox.net in 2014. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're more than welcome as always. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bum 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 ba da ba dum bum ba ba do ba dee ba do ba da do da do.